Everyone, I'm just here testing my microphone to see how it sounds. Now, this is not my standard microphone, but just because I want to show you my new equipment, which is just amazing, really. Now, this is only like the first equipment of the year, I plan on upgrading a lot of the parts that you will see over here, but it's just amazing because, first off, we have right here this, this keyboard is one that I've been dreaming of really for the entirety of 2019 or ever since I saw it on Amazon, and it is the Razer Huntsman. Now, it is really one of the fast, in fact no, I think that as of right now this is the fastest keyboard that exists, because it has a new type of switches. No longer mechanical, it's not membrane, but it is actually using a technology that has a laser, has a laser to recognize the keystrokes on top of the mechanical body, so it is optomechanical. And just listen how it sounds, it is beautiful, listen. It is wow, it's wow. And I do have, I think, something that I can compare it with, which is, let me just see if I can find it. I have one of the blues switches, Sherry MX Blues, which are very, very popular. So maybe I can compare it. I cannot find it though. I have a complete mess in my room. Yeah, I can't find it. It must be like very, very, very deep in this box over here. But yeah, regardless, I think it is. Okay. I don't think it is much faster than the blues in the actuation. Not only that, it is nearly, I think, or even faster than the reds. Because I had the red switches before, and these ones are just like I feel them as light. But there's one very, very interesting thing, that is that since they have the click, the clicky bump thing in the keystrokes, you actually get a faster click, because with the reds you usually don't feel it. But here it's like, some people say that if you have one of these right here, a pen, and you go like this is how it feels on playing the blues. But playing right here on the Huntsman, these are purple switches. It feels like you have actually another switch, So you have, let me explain, okay? Imagine like this. Imagine that you have one switch over here, and when you press it, after a while there's another switch, and then you go down to the full length of this thing, So that's how it actually feels. It feels like you had two switches, even though like the entirety of this, it is as fast or even faster than the red switches. You feel the bump very, very heavily. Not only that, you get that bump much faster than against someone like the greens or the Razer Black Widow, for instance. This is much faster than the Razer Black Widow. But not only that, it is way, way faster than the blues, and it's cheaper than some of those keyboards. So if you are looking for the best, absolute best keyboard that you can buy, this is it. It is amazing. It sounds perfectly. I think it is a bit less sounding than the blues, because I have a blue switch. I just don't know where it is right now. I have a mess, really, to be fair. Let me just try again if there's something that I can see. Or no, I actually don't have it. I don't have the switch right now. I know where I put it, but yeah. This keyboard, it's insane. It is just insane. It is very light but solid. It's not like the red switches where you just go all the way. No, right here there's like a legit double switch. It feels like it has a double switch, but it doesn't. It's just a bump, and that bump, this click right here, that's the bump. And now look at this. This is the bump, and then you can go all the way. And it's just the overall, even all the way, is still faster than the reds. But you get this bump, and this is important for those of you that have very heavy hands, because you will feel this, and you will feel this so clearly that there's really, like, you won't have to go all the way. In fact, as soon as you feel it, it is as if you are already all the way down, I mean. Next, I have my microphone, which I'm not using right now. This is a Fifine, and it is just fucking amazing. This microphone right here cost, I bought it, like, thanks to God, like this exists, because it was only 35 euros. 35 euros. And this is the microphone that I've been using for all my videos. Now, I don't have a mixer, and that is important because I have seen that if you use this microphone with a mixer, you will have a much better sound, or at least, at worst, a similar sound to the Blue Yeti. And the Blue Yeti cost 150 euros right now. Right now. Now, there are some variations that cost less, but this, 35 euros. This is 35 euros. If you're starting YouTube like me, buy this. 35 euros, man. It is amazing, and you can see in my previous videos how it sounds. Now, if you buy a pop shield, it will be even better, or something that protects from outside noise. It's just so much better. Right now, I don't have that. This is just my starting setup for 2020, and you can see, like, we're going in hot, baby. Next, the mouse that was created for me, the Razer Death Adder Elite. This thing is just so fitting for my hand. And like in every sense, in this side I have this little like scratchy thing over here where I can just hold the mouse very firmly. Then the shape, perfect, and even I can put my entire hand over there. But I think this is more comfortable because at the other side I have another of these things that I can use to have a better grip, and therefore I can just use my entire hand to grab it, and I have these two free. And this is a problem with smaller mouse, Now I don't have a big hand, but my hand is very, very heavy, it is very, very heavy. So sometimes with other mouse, I can move them with only like doing this. While here, I must use my entire hand, and it's perfect. And if you have a bigger hand, than me, or just a big hand in general, this is your mouse. You don't look away, Especially don't look at Logitech. I was using several Logitech, I think I've been using several. In fact, I think I've only been using Logitech, apart from some no-name brand in terms of mouse. And it's just, they keep going for the ambidextrous shape, and that is bad for your hand, In fact, I tend to play also a lot, but I only use my right hand and my right click, because I use also to practice for League of Legends, Dota, and this type of games. So I only use my left click, and therefore I can't see the absolute limits of an actual equipment like this. And if you go that route with a Logitech, your hand, this part over here, and this part over here on top of your fingers, the knuckles, and your fingers will start to hurt so bad, because the shape is actually forcing you to be like in an even place like this, when in reality you want to be wide open, right now. I mean, instead of just going like this, which is usually how you play with the ambidextrous mouse. Don't even dare, don't even try. They are not worth it. I do not recommend them. I had one that was very popular in the pro scene just before the G Pro went out. And, you know, a Logitech mouse that was very popular in the League of Legends pro scene and I think in the MOBA environment overall, and it was just bad. When you actually get to those limits, don't even consider them, because my entire, like, this thing right here, my knuckles on top of my fingers and my hand, especially my thumb, just started to hurt too bad. But this shape right here, look, is just perfect for your hand. If you have big hands, if you have smaller hands, you can go for something like a Mamba. I think some people like the Lancer head as well. Although now I think there is an ambidextrous version of the Lancer head. Or of course, if you play something that where you must use a lot of buttons, there's the Razer Naga. I think that is a very good one because you can have an extra like bump over here, which is perfect for the thumb, so that you can have it like that. And yeah, overall, I love this mouse. Just hear it. By the way, the feeling of these things right here it's like a cushion, man. And the left click, which is what I no, not the left click, the right click, which is what I use for League of Legends and other MOBAs, is so soft. It's so soft, but very solid. That's the best way I can put it. So I highly recommend you go Razer now. Oof. I know that some people will be saying, "Oh, Razer only lasts like 1 year, you know." But guess what? They cost at least twice less than the other professional graded mouse that are at this quality. Hey, in fact, I bought this for 47 euros, and guess what? The G Pro cost like, in fact, let me just Google. G Pro cost at least 100 euros. But that doesn't mean that the G Pro will last 5 years, you know? The G Pro, the Logitech G Pro, I mean, should last the same thing, you know. Well, depends on which version you buy. The wireless G Pro costs right now 130 euros. There's the standard G Pro that costs you 80 euros, and I had a version of that, or similar version to that. I had a similar version to the G Pro. Again, it is the one that was released just before the G Pro. And, well, this one that I'm talking, it is very similar to the G Pro. I think I don't know, I don't remember the name. But the shape is very bad. It's not for pro gaming, regardless. In matter of fact, at the end of the day, there's a reason why people get hurt a lot, okay? And one of the main reasons is the shape. And very rarely you see someone that uses a Razer get hurt, unless they are very weak in their forearm and in the wrist. But you can train that with how are they called? Let me see if I can find it, because again I have such a mess. Oof. No, I can't. There's no way I can find it right now. I have a huge mess right now because I've received a lot. Not only, like, I've received basically all of these except for the microphone today and yesterday, as well as one of my share that I'm using right now, which I may show you guys in the future. By the way, do not buy gaming chairs. They are so bad and over expensive for no reason. Yeah. Well, I couldn't find the thing that I was talking about to train your wrist and your fingers. Regardless, let's move on. Now, my mousepad. Look at that. Yes, all this thing is my mousepad. Why? Because when I play Osu, I use a lot of wide movements, because you're forced, even if you get like very close, eventually you will end up like this. So I wanted this huge mousepad, basically because of that, right? There are other reasons, however. Like right here, it helps you have an extra grip to your keyboard, and that's just amazing. And overall, very nice, very smooth. And here I have some stickers. You know, I think this is MSI. I don't remember, but it is a sticker that I had from buying the motherboard for my new PC, and some Razer stickers. Now for my speakers over here, let me see. There we go. For my speakers, you know, they are standard Logitech. But by the way, these ones over here, the Lightman. This speaker over here has almost 7 years. 7 years and still working. Oof. In fact, I would put some music, but copyright, you know. Maybe let's put some of my videos, and I'll show you how it sounds. It is amazing. It is insane. 7 years. It has 7 years, and it's still working perfectly. This one should be perfect.
Hello everyone, I am Bumi, and today
Let's
I
see
have
if
a
it
quick
actually
analysis
sounds.
of a very interesting Kaisa game that I had yesterday, because I am going against a very interesting comp. A lot of little things that you want to do. Very important thing.
Now, since I'm using the microphone of the cell phone, I don't know if it even recorded it, but it sounds very nice. And 7 years, you know. However, I do plan on upgrading this. But I don't know, this light. There we go. I plan on upgrading this, and especially upgrading this how is it called? Like monitor. This monitor over here. Sorry, because it's only 60 hertz, and I'm starting to have problems with that. You know, like I'm starting to feel basically every single game that I play very laggy. So I will upgrade. I don't know. Right now the 240 hertz are starting to be nearly the same price as the 144 hertz. At least at the time I bought some of these monitors, because I had a monitor in the past, only 60 hertz, but it was like 200, you know, euros. But this was like 7 years ago. Now this one cost 100, but now the 144 hertz cost 200. However, there are some 240 hertz that only cost around 350, and I think it is worth buying right now that the prices are getting too tight, you know. So I think that's exactly what I will do. I may buy a 240 hertz unless I see a nice deal for the 144 hertz, because there is one specifically that is called well, I don't remember. Let me see if I can find it. In fact, I've been looking for a lot of Amazon products lately. Let me see if I can find that specific monitor, because there was one monitor that is only 170 euros or something like that. Oh, is it this one? No. 170 euros for 144 hertz here, right here. I think it is this one. The ViewSonic. This over here was about 180 bucks and 144 hertz. So if I find an offer or like a sale like that, I will just grab it, you know. But otherwise, if I just keep looking or like if they're still releasing like the 144 hertz at 250 euros and 240 hertz at 250 euros, I will take it, because it's only 100 difference. Regardless, for now, this is my starting setup for my headphones. I have this, again, the light. There we go. The MPOW, I don't even know how they're called, but this cost me 13 euros. But the battery, they are wireless, they are Bluetooth, and the fucking battery, it lasts the entire day, you know. I use them since I wake up until I go to sleep. If you want cheap headphones that last forever, these are the ones for you. Like, just buy them. They're called MPOW. I don't know what they're called exactly. You may find it at like $20 if you go on Amazon, 25. But yeah, they sound, they sound exactly what you expect. Exactly what you expect. Let's put it like that. But the battery lasts the entire day. And you can wear them for around 3 hours without feeling too much. Then you take a bit break. Then you go back to them, But for I bought them for 13 euros. 13 euros. So I cannot ask for more for 13 euros. In fact, I didn't. I got more than I actually expected. The entire day of battery, like Bluetooth. Look, they are wireless. They are wireless, so they are worth buying. Now, guys, I think that's it for right now. I do have another setup over here, but that is for another video because I basically don't even use it. So yeah, that's it for today. Huntsman, amazing. Fifine, amazing for starters. Racer the Other, oof, the best for me right now. Huntsman, the best right now, the best keyboard hands down, unless you want like extra buttons. And there's an elite version. I bought the normal version. I don't use the extra buttons for media at all. I don't use them. Period. Logitech that have 7 years. Again, the light, man. There we go. 7 years Logitech. My screen, that is a random Samsung screen that I bought for 100 euros. $100. It's amazing. It works. And that's it, and my amazing, beautiful mousepad over here. Look at that. So that I can just play. So anyways, thank you guys for watching. I am Bumi, and I will see you in the next video. Peace.